Hello, friends and adventurers, and welcome back to Sally Cat Plays Blades of Exile. What? Break up my recording sessions so that I can use the character editor in between them? Why would I ever do that? Real talk, though, basically all I did was refresh my health and spell points. I could have cheated some more alchemy ingredients into my inventory. I decided not to do that. I could have identified stuff. I didn't do that because there was a little glitch where everything appeared to be identified in my inventory in the editor, and then when I opened my save file in-game, they are not. So I sort of remember what some of these things are. Oh well. Okay, but my arrows are identified. They're all iron. I can make my life slightly easier by dropping and picking them back up so that they will stack properly. Okay. Going down into the Opal mines. The soldiers in this fortress get their food from this cavern. Hundreds of mushrooms, large, fleshy, edible fungi, grow in long, straight rows. It's not an interesting diet, but it keeps people going. A large band of soldiers are waiting for you here. They're all stationed on the other side of a narrow stream, ready to carry out a final, desperate defense against you. Suddenly, the air around you turns incredibly, harmfully cold. Ew. Also, I do have some speed potions that I could maybe be using. Owie! Someday I'm going to see what that brew of battle does. I bet it's good stuff. Feh. And I'm willing to bet that's not the only harmful area effect I will be walking through here. What is the range on a scroll of fireball? Rather good. Yeah, let's see if I can summon my skeleton friend. Yeah, I don't want to summon him directly into the ice. I can kill a lot of things if I don't mind also nailing AJ with some fire damage. Not quite. There we go. Stop using melee attacks. Better. I feel so much better knowing that my ruby skeleton is guarding my back from the summon trash. Icy lizards. But not icy lizards. That's a relief. Nothing here. There must be at least one more enemy nearby. Yes. Well, they made it sound like that was the main force of soldiers left. However, I don't really trust the game that far. See? There's backup. Let it be known that the best way to neuter a ranged enemy is to get them doing only melee. Already almost out of light. rows of trees. Perhaps they're trying to do an orchard. A closed gate. Time to start looking for secret passages, methinks. Okay, can't walk through any of the trees. Hello. Hidden away in this cavern, you find a series of commander's logs, detailing the original mission of the Empire forces here, and their progress in the war since. Their original mission was to harry Exile forces, and they've done the best they could. Since this colony was first founded, they have found 4 groups of Exile travelers trying to pass through the run. The soldiers here ambushed and butchered all of them. All of them passed by long after the war with the Empire ended. I feel less bad about slaughtering all the Empire soldiers here. And this one has broadswords and helmets. Okay, so a small lore dump and nothing else. Well, there's gotta be something. Excuse me, sir, how do I get to where you are? Alright, that just... Maybe something in this corner over here? I find a door. And I find a button waiting to be pressed. Click. Well, let's see what that did. The gate is open. You are standing at the entrance to the Empire soldiers' opal mines. They painstakingly bored narrow, winding tunnels through solid rock, probably using very inadequate tools, burrowing away a stone at a time. It's hard to imagine the combination of boredom and greed that inspired them to do this. They spent their lives digging out stone they could never use, and dreaming of war with a people their nation was at peace with. Yike. Mine storeroom just has a couple of opals and mining tools. Oh, hi. Wait, are you hostile? Yeah, you are. Really, guys. And this one notices me a little quicker. Oh, it is so tempting to use to have Fluttershy use the Wand of Death, but he's kinda not worth it. Assassins don't have that much health, but they are annoying because they can poison me. Must check all suspicious corners for secrets. Oh yes. I don't think the opals stack, which could be a problem eventually. And that's how you're supposed to do it, girls. Okay, I need to curse you. Once I am able to reach you... Yeah, come on. Oh, fine. And now you're going to die in the very next round, I'm sure. See, what'd I tell you? Okay, big spot of lava. And here's how we get into... Bleh, that's how we get into here. Okay, I guess there isn't anything in here, just bits of river. Probably same for this. Doesn't mean I can't investigate anyway. Okay, you seem important. I will come back to that. So I suppose I can take a shortcut around by doing a firewalk. It's hot! It doesn't affect you. Actually, I want to do a silly thing. Does this game do a funny sound when I step on hot lava? No, it just does a lot of damage. One of the previous games, Exile 2 or 3, I think, gave me a surprisingly funny sound when I stepped on hot lava. Okay, so we filled in that spot of map. Ew. I'm sure that wasn't there before. I could go the long way. I could go round and round again, or I could just reload. And save myself a little bit of damage. Yay, save's coming! Ah, it wasn't there, it was here. Wrong terrain type. It's not even locked? Oh, hi there. I guess you weren't expecting me. Nobody expects the Exile expedition. Okay, still got a pretty large empty chunk of map there. And a convenient secret door. Wait, did I just get teleported back? Weird. Wait. What precisely am I supposed to do here? I'm very confused. Okay. Well, that gives me access to this. Which gives me lots of poison and also opals. Also, it just occurred to me how fitting it is that Rarity is the one holding all of my gems. Well, or a lot of my gems. But anyway, I searched that spot. Oh, that's not really what I wanted to do. Okay, anyway, I pulled up the official hint guide for this scenario, which told me to walk around to 3811. Okay, that's this spot. And That makes a secret passage appear. Okay, that one. 42, 43. Step there. Go through that one again. Step here. And go through a secret door. What? Okay then. Yep, you can make good money on hint guides by making your game obtuse as all get out. Would like to know if anyone ever figured that out on their own. Okay, so 2 secret doors. Hear a grinding noise. Aha, I had to pull them in a specific order to get the pillar to lower down. You open the chest and see a small pillow, covered by a single piece of dirty, torn velvet. You pull the velvet aside, revealing the most beautiful gemstone you've ever seen. It's a massive oval opal, carefully polished, about 3 inches long and 2 wide. It is utterly without flaw, and at its heart, you can see more colors than you could have imagined. It's a priceless treasure, and you have but to reach out and take it. You must have already passed the traps. Nothing awful happens when you pick up the gem. Well, it's certainly guarded well enough. The Melora Opal. This is a nearly flawless opal about the size of your fist. Get it back to civilization, and it would be worth quite a lot of money. But first, we have to get it out of this dungeon. Which shouldn't be too hard, really. Another trap, and a bunch more opals. Yay. So what would the quickest way out of here be? Yeah, I knew it, those stalagmites. Show up at some point when I pass through them. Okay. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I guess it doesn't matter that much which way I end up going. The bridge is out. I see, I can have an open gate or a complete bridge, but not both. Clever, that. Okay, well, since I am apparently not facing any more resistance here, I'm gonna go ahead and identify all my ill-gotten gains. Ooh, an invulnerability potion. Crystal wand, I think I got that somewhere before here. And let's give the iron arrows to someone who can use them. I have many arrows now. Yeah, bunch of opals. Worth some money. Whenever I get to another shop, anyway. Okay, gold ring of protection, more opals. Scroll of fireball and scroll of charm, both pretty decent to have. Huzzah! And locked doors. Fluttershy, if you would be so kind. Kindness can open many doors. Unfortunately, now I do have to get out of here somehow, because if you remember, climbing back up the ramp this way was not really an option. Oh, hello. Thought I remembered seeing something over here on my guide. Okay, this is pretty much the same message as we found at the other one, but hopefully it will put me out in not the maze. Oh, thank goodness. I don't have to go through that again. Well, I shall continue northward and meet you back in the next episode. Until then, have a good one and take care, everybody.